The baby blue medallion I just got. And anything I ask for, Flam, my sponsor. He go and bye-bye. And what's good, y'all? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new review of Love and Hip Hop, the Family Reunion, Season 3. I think this is episode 4 or 5. It's one of them. But we're here in the place, y'all. We are here in the place. Like I said, I hope you guys have had a wonderful holiday as we go into the new year, okay? We're going into the new year. Hopefully, everybody has their New Year's resolutions already on point and already trying to work towards those. But before we get into tonight's review, make sure y'all tune into this. Tomorrow night at, I think it's going to be at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. I think that's the time if I'm not mistaken. Tune into my live 2022, A Year in Reflection, as I talk about all the things that have happened with me this year and all the things that I plan to do in the following year, okay? I've had a lovely year. This has been a big year for me, big year for my platform. Big year for the Scotty Gang, and it's only going to go nowhere but up long as I continue to work as hard as I already have. So shout out to you guys for making the Scotty by Nature brand be exactly what it is and what it's probably going to be in the upcoming future. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow night so you guys can feel me, because I only touched on a little bit of it during my Armand and Milagro video earlier today, but I'm really going to tap into it tomorrow night. And it's only going to be like an hour-long live, depending on if I'm up there by myself or not. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow night. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get into today's review of Love and Hip Hop Family Reunion, okay? You know, y'all mainly be getting these reviews on Tuesdays due to the fact that, you know, I got to work. Well, not got to work, but you know what I'm saying? The panel be on Monday. But because of the fact that Potomac did not air this week, you get it early. So let's get into it. Spice don't feel too good at this point. As you guys already know, last week she went to Kingston. She was there to give out vouchers to the families, but it was so many people there and they could not allow her to do it because it was over capacity. So now she feels like I came all the way here to do a good thing and I still wasn't able to do it. And now I feel like shit. But at the same point in time, I feel like with Spice, girl, don't feel bad. Don't feel down. You did what you could do and you actually tried and you had something good going on for you as far as for your community. Don't ever feel bad for that. Like you got another chance to do it. While you're there, do it in other, you know, specifics. That's all. But she's down, but I understand. It's the disappointment of it all. We go back to the soccer game, and the soccer game is going on, and everybody's like having a good time. You know, even KK cheating in the soccer game. Like, it's all love. Everybody's enjoying themselves and having a good time. This is what I like to see. I like to see them having fun. Yeah, we like the drama and all of that stuff, but we also like to see them having a good time. You feel what I'm saying? So then Nancy walks into the building. You know, wait. Before we can get to Nancy, I'm sorry, because I'm looking at my notes all cross-eyed and shit. So Mariah apologizes to Amara. She basically saying, you know, me and you are friends, and I did not know that me inviting Shay with me, MJ was coming on the trip. So I never want to put you in a messed up position. And you know, Amara understood. She accepted the apology. She knew that Mariah wasn't being messy. And to be quite honest, I don't think that she was being messy, but at the same time, she could have at least let Amara know that Shay was coming, knowing that her and Shay had issues. But Mariah said she didn't know that her and Shay was still having issues like that. So that's why she thought it was okay for her to just go ahead and invite her. So that could be the reason. Nancy comes in and her and Chrissy are cordial. They speak to each other. They actually are, you know, embracing one another. It's nice, but we already know that we are going to have a conversation. Chrissy and Tierra Marie have a conversation about it, and she says that her and Nancy have not spoken to each other. They see each other at family events, but they don't speak to each other. So it's been like this for the last couple of years. And at this point, we're at the family reunion, went on a great resort at a beautiful place. Why not just sit down and have a conversation and really talk about what's going on and try to get to the root of the issue? And I think that at this point, they should get to the root of the issue, because at the end of the day, the person that is really affecting the most is the person that Chrissy and Nancy love the most. And that is Jimmy. That's the person that they are hurting the most with this situation. because he's caught in a rock between a hard place. You got Nancy, you got Chrissy, you got the woman that I love, and you got my mama. I'm stuck in between them. So what am I supposed to do in this situation? I really don't know what to do in this situation. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to deal. I don't know how to do none of that. So at this particular point, I just don't know. So it would be in their best interest to try and get along or try to have a conversation to iron things out for the sake of Jimmy. Because if Jimmy's going to be with Chrissy, Chrissy is going to be around. And if Chrissy's going to continue to be with Jimmy, Nancy's going to be around because that's his mama. So they got to figure out a way to try to iron this out, fix this, and try to get along. After all of that, Chrissy, Tierra Marie, and KK, they're walking back to the hotel, and they discuss Chrissy and Nancy's strained relationship. And, you know, Chrissy was basically saying it wasn't always like that at first. Like, me and Nancy got along, but as time went along and things got more serious, she started to resent me. And that's when KK says that she is a Nancy. She's a mom. She's a boy mom. She's a Nancy. Like, you know, I'm the mama. And then you bring this woman along into your life and all of this other stuff. And now she's more important than me now. And it's like you taking my spot. And whenever my son love a woman, I love the woman too. But when my son don't want to fuck with the woman no more, I ain't fucking with the woman no more either. So that's the type of time that KK is on. But at some point, she realized that her son is a grown-ass man, and she knows that she cannot control the situation. So she got to let him be. And I think that has been the problem with Chrissy and Nancy. It's like pulling him on this side, pulling him on that side. I want control. No, bitch, I want control. No, I'm the girl. I'm the fiance. I want the control. I'm more important. No, I'm the mama. I'm the one who pushed him out. So I'm more important than you. And then you got Jim who rocking from side to side because he don't know what to do. So it puts people in a fucked up position. And a lot of the times people pull people in certain positions for their own selfish reasons. They never think about how it's affecting the person that they're putting in the middle. They never think about that. So you have to think about that as you continue on. You have to think about what you're doing. And if you're not going to think about what you're doing, you're going to continue to be in a fucked up ass position. Like, that's just the truth here. You got to think about that. You do have to think about that. If you don't get it together, you're gonna continue to push the person that the both of y'all love away from the both of y'all. He ain't gonna want to fuck with Chrissy no more, and he ain't gonna want to fuck with Nancy no more. Y'all got to figure this out. It's too much. So then Tierra was like, "Well, I'm planning a bonfire. You know, when I moved to California, bonfires was something that was prominent. So we all come to the bonfire. We have a good time. We chit chat. We sing, dance, do whatever. So we're gonna have a good time, okay?" So next thing you know, we got Spice, Carly, Estelita, and Maida, okay? Estelita feels for Spice. You know, she felt bad watching her friend trying to get these people their vouchers, trying to help these people out, you know, because Spice knows the struggle. She saw her mother struggle the same way that these mothers are struggling in Jamaica. You know, there were times where she didn't have nothing to eat. She didn't have no clothes to wear. She wanted to be able to give back to her community because she's been in that position at one point in time. You know, sometimes that is the thing. Like, when you see somebody struggling and going through some of the same things that you already went through, the only thing that you want to do is try to make things cool or try to make things right or try to help people so they won't be in the capacity that you were once in at one point in life. And sometimes I be feeling like, you know, if this YouTube channel takes me somewhere that is beyond life itself, if I can help young boys who feel like they cannot win, if I can help young boys that are being bullied in school, if I can help young boys that feel as though they don't have a voice, I would do that because I speak my mind. I had to come out of that. Young boys who deal with depression, young boys who deal with suicidal thoughts, young boys that struggle mentally. I know that pain. I've been there. So if I could do that for somebody, I definitely would if I had it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do the videos that I do. That's why I'm an avid speaker for depression and anti-bullying. That's why I always speak on that. Why? Because I know the struggle with that, and I've already been through that already. So I get where Spice is coming from. And, you know, she is very much so disappointed because she could not do it the way that she wanted to do. She really wanted to get those women those vouchers, but she is going to take it into her own hands and do it in a different way. She's going to put it in the schools. She's going to give it to, different people so they can still find a way to iron it out and make sure that these women get what they need. You know what I mean? So I think that is a good idea, that she's absolutely trying to still figure out a way to make those women have what they need to have as far as the vouchers is concerned. Because like she said, she watched and witnessed her mom having to struggle and do the same things. And her mother also wants to be a part of it. And she knows how it feels because she's been in that place. So sometimes you just need somebody who came out of the struggle, who came out of the storm, who can really relate, that can help you out. Because sometimes I feel like if you ain't never been there, you can't help me. If you ain't never had the struggle that I had, you can't help me. If you never felt the way that I felt, you cannot help me. That's how I feel sometimes. That might not be right, but that's just how I feel. Period. Okay, all right. So we're going to move on to Carly. Now, Spice said, now, it's your last day tomorrow. Ever since you went through this with me and you see all those women and see what they're going through and you see what's real in life and what's not that real and what's not that important, are you going to be able to have a conversation with Mariah Lynn about what happened? Carly agreed that she's willing to have a conversation with Mariah Lynn because now she knows that there are some people out there that got it worse than them. So why the fuck am I worried about whether or not somebody told the truth on me and called me messy? Right, girl? It's not that deep. You are messy and you can't get mad at the next person for calling you out on your messy shit. Okay? It's just that simple. It's just that true. You can't get mad when somebody call you out on your bullshit. You are messy and you're messy, girl. You're messy. So you need to get over it. Like, it is what it is. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. How you gonna get mad at somebody for calling you what you are? And that's messy, girl. You messy. You feel what I'm saying? You're messy as fuck and you know that. So I don't know why you mad about it. Tell me why. Why you mad? So at least she's willing to have that conversation with Mariah. After the blows that Tokyo Vandy put on upside her head and her going to see those women that's in need, that was enough for her to realize this ain't that important. This ain't that important. So what? She called me messy. It's the truth. So why am I mad about it? It's true. So what the fuck I'm mad about? Why do I have to feel some type of way about this? You feel what I'm saying? Why do I need to feel some type of way about this? It's no need for me to. At all. It's no need for me to feel any way about nothing. Point blank in the period. So, Chrissy and Nancy. Chrissy asked Nancy to meet up with her so they can have a conversation, which I am very happy about. I was very happy to see this. They discussed how they got along at the beginning, how they were tight at the beginning, how no one could tell the other anything about the other because they was going to always have each other's back regardless of anything. And at some point in time, the relationship soured as time went on. And they didn't know why the relationship soured. Once she got closer to Jimmy and once she proposed to Jimmy, that's when things became real. And Nancy wanted to control everything and Chrissy wasn't allowing her to do that. And Nancy admitted, I did want control. I did want things to go the way that I wanted it to go. And that wasn't cool. That wasn't right. But that's, as a mother, that's what I wanted. I wanted a certain life for my son. I wanted this for my son. I wanted that for my son. And I felt like you came in and infiltrated the vision that I had for my son. She didn't say that verbatim, but that's what I took from that. Like that, Chrissy came in and infiltrated that vision that Nancy had for Jim because he was already this superstar. Well, not really a superstar child. He already was successful in his own right. And he was sharing it with her. Chrissy come along and now he got to share it with her now. So she probably felt abandoned at in a sense, because the boy that she raised is no longer a boy. It's a grown ass man. You feel me? So that's why she felt like that. That's why it went the way that it went. And then this is the part that made me want to tear up when Chrissy said, what's crazy about this is My mother died right when Jimmy came into my life. And that's when Nancy and Chrissy started crying. And Chrissy said, and I thought that you would be that mother for me. And Nancy said, I didn't know how to take that. I didn't know how to accept that because I lost my mother as well. And then Chrissy said, but you knew how it was. You know how I felt. You knew how it was to lose a mother. So with you knowing that, as you got to know me, you didn't step in and be that person for me. And I felt bad for Chrissy. Y'all know Chrissy ain't always been my favorite person. You've been watching from the beginning, you know. But it was a moment for me. Like, I'm just like, oh my God. She wanted a mother figure in Nancy, and she didn't get that from her. So that's why she felt the way that she felt. It's understood. It's understandable. They hugged it out. They decided they're going to let bygones be bygones. And Chrissy was like, look, I don't need you to change because I know you're a piece of work. But just try to be a little bit nicer to me. That's all I ask. And that was it. So then, what happened? Okay, so Amara and MJ, they talk. And he said that he wanted to talk to her about everything that's been going on. That he wanted to mend fences. He wanted to make things right with her. He wanted to protect her. He wanted to love her. He wanted her to protect him. But that protection left, and then they broke up. And then she went and did what she did with Alan. And then that made him feel some type of way because she did what she did with Alan. And so she said, well, I just want to set the record straight that did not happen while we was in a relationship. Me and you were broken up, and I got with Alan. That was not on no revenge type of stuff. It just happened. It wasn't planned. It just happened. MJ said, well, in my mind, I felt like it never should have happened at all. And to be honest, I understood what he said. Because he introduced Amara to that same man that she fucked around and had kids with as his friend. He introduced them. And now all of a sudden they fucking and they in a relationship and now they got kids. So that was an ultimate betrayal on his end because I feel like if it was MJ fucking around with one of Amara's friends, she would have felt a way about that. And she would have had every right to. Because, yeah, I don't think I could have done it to one of my exes. Not at this big age. I'm just saying I couldn't have done that. I couldn't be fucking a friend and having kids with them. Like, that's a lot. But they made up and they decided to move forward and let bygones be bygones. You feel me? So it's now time for the bonfire, and Shekinah is there being messy already. Everybody knows what to anticipate from her. Lyrica comes over to shake Shekinah's hand, and Shekinah gives Lyrica the cold shoulder. And Lyrica is confused because she don't really know Shekinah like that, but she giving me the cold shoulder. That was unnecessary. Tierra then starts speaking on her song Sponsor. And I used to love that song. He must be a rapper, baller, doctor, chemist, corner boy, cook, chef, chemist. Yeah, I don't even care. Just as long as you don't say bye-bye. He ain't no scrap. He just like to share. In love with a tipper throwing hundreds in the air. Throw some over here. The Louis, drop the Louis, drop the Louis on my lap. Hey, so all my fellas say, hey, the go girl say, hey, yeah, I got myself a sponsor. Yes, Tierra, yes. Let them know what you do. Let them know. But she said that, you know, the radio stations didn't want to play the record. Like BET was banning the video. And that's true. I remember that. And she was like, T, I had whatever you like. So, I mean, if he wants to give me whatever I like, then why can't he be my sponsor? And you know what? I didn't understand. I definitely didn't understand that even back then. I was like 21 when that happened, like months before I started my YouTube channel. I didn't understand why they were sitting up here talking about they was going to ban sponsor off, you know, BET. They didn't want to play the video because it teach young women to be gold diggers or whatever. I thought that was the stupidest shit. And all the shit that y'all be playing on BET, you mean to tell me that sponsor is a big issue? Girl, bye. Okay. So she started singing the song, and you know, I was so sick of that chaotic in the background because he was singing that shit word for word. I was so fucking tickled. And Alexis Scott was like, that used to be my jam, and I didn't even know that was her. Like, I knew the song, but I didn't know that it was her. Bye, 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 bye. Anyway, so Shekinah gonna ask Chrissy, do you think Tierra paid 50 Cent that money yet? And Chrissy was not here for it at all. And I wasn't here for it either. Like, Shekinah needs to shut the fuck up. She's too messy for me. Then MJ starts singing his struggle ass love song to Amara. And then Tierra comes over there asking Chrissy what's wrong with her. And Chrissy said, I'm gonna tell you later. And I'm like, but people keep forgetting. Tierra Marie was on Love and Hip Hop in New York, and she was cool, real cool with Chrissy. So people don't really remember that. Chrissy and Mariah, they talk about the talk with Nancy, you know, Chrissy basically tell Mariah that her and Nancy have been fences, and Mariah tells her that that's something that Nancy really wanted to do. You know, she didn't want to come up in here and not really be in a good place with Chrissy. Shekinah calls Spice, you know, she let her know, bitch, I'm here. I'm here for your birthday. You ain't nowhere around, girl. Where you at? That's the type of time she on. So Tierra, Shekinah, and Nikki, they talk about the music. You know, Nikki was saying that she ain't never seen Tierra perform and that she really needs to get back to her music. I've been saying Tierra need to get back to her music, girl, because what I don't like, though, is that they be trying to make it seem like Sponsor was Tierra's biggest hit and her only hit, and that ain't even true. Because truth be fucking told, Make Her Feel Good was her biggest record. It was a bigger record than fucking Sponsor was. And if you don't know Make Her Feel Good, it's, is there any boys around that know how to make a girl feel? They want to make a girl feel. Make her feel good. All I want to know is there any boys around that know how to make a girl feel? They want to make a girl feel. Make her feel good. I just want to know. That was a bigger song. It was top 10 on R&B charts, and it was a top 40 hit on pop. Sponsor didn't even touch the Hot 100. It wasn't even on top 10 hit on R&B. It only peaked at number 25. So it wasn't her biggest hit. It didn't even bubble under. It wasn't her biggest hit. I hate it when people make it seem like Sponsor was her biggest record, and it was not her biggest song. She has better records than Sponsor. Like, girl, Phone Booth? Girl. If y'all don't know Phone Booth, y'all need to look it up. After you get through watching this video, go on YouTube and look up Phone Booth and stream that shit. That is my song. And that's the song they should have put out after Make Her Feel Good instead of that bullshit ass I ain't had no daddy around when I was growing up bullshit that they put out. If Phone Booth would have came out after Make Her Feel Good, she still would have been in the game by now, in my opinion. But I digress, okay? But what happened? So, you know, Shekinah asked her about the sex tape, which I feel like is fucking inappropriate. Why the fuck you talking to her about that? She didn't leak it, so why the fuck you worried about it? Then she speaks on her issue with Lyrica, and both Tierra and Nikki is confused by that, and we're all fucking confused by that, because, girl, really? What the fuck are you talking about, Shekinah? You just want a problem with somebody. We don't care about Jen and Fresher. They arguing about a damn wedding at the damn City Hall and all this other stuff. And Jen talking about some she ain't no City Hall kind of bitch. But my thing about it is, girl, shut the fuck up. Girl, just shut up. Girl, he want to marry you, but he ain't got no damn money. And you want this $250,000 ass wedding, some money that he ain't got. So, girl, listen, I'm finna just move on. That was pretty much it from Love and Hip Hop, the family reunion, y'all. Listen, y'all gotta understand, I enjoy reviewing this show. This show is so good to me. Like, I love it. I love it, honey. I love it. So, with that being said, you guys, this be your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And also, click on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. If you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boy's out of here until my next video. I will holler at you guys a little bit later. Bye.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Tramel. I just wanted to say that I have a new project that's out. It's called Mixed Feelings. It's on all streaming platforms. I would hope that you would go and check it out. It's a really good feel of an album. It's got everything you need and more. It's got R&B, it's got a little bit of pop, it's got a little bit of hip hop. It's everything that you need and more. It's out all streaming platforms, like I said. Please check me out. And you can also follow me at IAM_Tramel. That's IAM_TRAMEL. Check me out. I hope to hear from you.